the shimmer is what catches the light as opposed to a lighter color, because the lighter color just went grey. Hello my doves, welcome back to Afrodite by Olympia. It is your girl Olympia here, and I have a very interesting video for you guys today. I am going to be demoing, reviewing and trying out the new Brow Contour Pro by Benefit. I have the color Brown Black Deep in my hot little hands here, and if you can imagine, this is so exciting. Like, it's a 4-in-1 click pen brow product. I think it's genius. I haven't seen very many reviews for this particular shade on YouTube, so I thought I would do my own. And I love Benefit products. If you look in my description box on almost every single video that I have here on YouTube, you will find that most of the time, probably 85 to 90% of the time, the products I've used in my brows have been from Benefit. So I really hope this will give me instant Instagram brows in 4 easy steps, and I'll get you guys to come along and find out how it goes. So if you're interested in finding out how this product here works on my deeper complexion, keep watching. And here is the product here, as you can see. It's got 4 colors. We've got lighter shade, deeper shade, definer, and highlighter. When you push down the pen, you then turn it and the product comes out the top. It's actually a lot bigger than I expected. I'm just gonna get my normal Precisely my brow, which is what I like to use, just so you can see the difference in size. See the difference in size? So obviously this is a lot skinnier. Is it my imagination, or is that tip crooked? It kind of is. Interesting. One of the things that I do like about this product is that you've got the lighter shade and then the deeper shade. So the lighter shade goes along the front part of your brow and then the deeper shade towards the tail, which is what I always generally do when I do, you know, do my brows. I always have 2 shades. So I currently only have my 6 because I've run out of the 5, so I need to get that. But with the Goof Proof, I've got 5 and 6. Now this is not Benefit, but with Anastasia Beverly Hills, I've got a lighter and a darker. With Kat Von D, I have a lighter and a darker. So I do like to go lighter and then darker when I do my brows. So the fact that I'm going to be able to do that with just one product is amazing. Anyway, so we'll just do a swatch. Off the bat, I can tell that it's creamy. I still have blood pressure readings on my hand. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? So that's the first color. That's lighter shade. Then darker shade, or deeper shade it's called. That's the deeper shade. Now the definer shade is what's really going to make or break this product, because I feel that even if the deeper shades for the brows itself, the brow hairs, is not as deep, you can still work with it. But if the definer shade isn't the right, I suppose, undertone or the right shade, it could work out not so well. So if it's too light, it won't work out so well. That's the highlight shade there. Sorry, no, the definer shade. So the definer shade, I suppose, would also constitute as if you were concealing. So I do like to conceal under my brows. I can tell at the moment that it still feels quite creamy. Highlight shade. So we've got highlight shade, definer shade, darker brown, lighter brown. Because it's all about Benefit today, I'm going to use my Benefit mirror. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to brush my brows up. And then starting with, I suppose, the lighter shade, I'm going to kind of create that line. Well, straight off the bat I can tell that, I just feel like flipping it over and brushing. Straight off the bat I can tell that it's very, very, very creamy. So it's very soft. You only need like the lightest touch. I'm just gonna brush that through my brow. My brow? My brow. And okay, now I'm gonna switch to the deeper shade and create that tail. It's almost as if it's too creamy. It's a lot of getting used to because it's so thick. I feel like it's a little bit harder to control. And I'm getting a bit more of a bolder brow that I'm used to. I'm actually going to go in with precisely my brow on this side. I just want to compare what the two kind of looks like and whether you can just use the highlighting and the defining section. Like if the colors of the brow shade isn't up to your standard or it's just not suiting you, can you use precisely my brow with it and get the effect that you want. Now I know precisely my brow isn't made to be used to fill in, it's only made to outline and define. When I comb through this one, it feels crisper and kind of lighter. When I comb through this one, it's like it's waxier and more weighed down. Camera decided to stop working, as always. Is it not one of my videos unless my camera stops working at some point? No, it's not. Anyway, so straight off, I can tell that the Precise in my brow is a lot more, you can see it's a lot more lightweight. It's not as creamy, it's more on the drier side. Whereas this one is creamy AF, like it is, she's thick, girl, she is thick. So there are the two. I've got the new brow contour on this side and I've got Precisely My Brow number 6 on this side. So you can see that you're going to get a way more dramatic eye with this one. It fills in as well as shapes, but you can't get hair-like strokes with it. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I'm going to now try the definer first on this side that I started on. The shade is interesting. It's in real life, the shade looks more orange than anything else. On camera, it's coming off a bit more grey. It's coming off looking a bit light and ashy. So I'm just going to take the Benefit brow brush and see if I can't buff that up. Now I do like to define the top as well, so I'm going to do that here. I usually go with a color that's closer to my skin tone though, so this will be a little bit. Okay, well, straight off the bat, from the angle that I'm trying to do my brows, I can't actually see what I'm doing because this is so chunky. Like with, I suppose I would be using you know, an angled brush, I can actually see where I'm placing the product because it's skinnier. Whereas this is so much bigger that I have to, I'm sorry if you can't see, but I have to almost use it straight on as opposed to on its side. Sorry if you can't see, guys. It's looking a little ashy. I'm gonna blend that out some more. Now you're supposed to be able to use your fingers to like blend everything out as well, but I don't think I'm gonna get it any better than that. But it's a thick brow, like that is thick. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and use the final step, which is the highlighter, which is even more light, but not shimmery. It's like a matte highlighter. And I'm just going to highlight. Well, the highlight's a bit of a dud. Doesn't look quite right. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this other eye. Finish off my eye look and my base, and I'll come back with you to you guys for my final thoughts. Alright guys, so I finished off my face, I finished my brows, and I do believe my brows look fire, if I don't say so myself. I really love this product, and I can't find it because it's in a mess of things here. The Benefit Benefit Brow Contour Pro in the color Brown Black Deep. It's a yes from me, guys. I really enjoyed using this. There are a couple of things though that I want to make you guys aware of before purchasing this product, and it's the fact that despite there having only 5 shades, because we're getting 2 shades in one, and then 2 other like highlighting and contouring shades, is a contouring shade, highlight and defining shades, you might not be able to find the right one for your own skin tone, because look, there are so many skin tones out there. I don't know how they can basically cover every single skin tone with only 5 colors. Like for me, the definer shade was just that little bit too light. I needed to have a little bit more richness in it for it to work with my skin tone. I found that it was a little bit ashy if I tried to use it on the top of my brow. The defining shade was too light for my skin tone, being that it turned out grey. So if you're darker than me, you're going to struggle to use at least 2 of the shades that are in here. The highlight shade was a no for me. I don't feel like it helped at all. It would probably be the only color in this device here, this product here, that I wouldn't be able to use. The highlight shade was just too light. It had no shimmer to it. If it had a little bit of shimmer to it, it would make more sense to me, because the shimmer is what catches the light as opposed to a lighter color, because the lighter color just went grey. So I'm not sure what or where they were trying to go with the highlight shade. I found that, yeah, like I said, if it was shimmery, it would be a completely different ball game, and I would definitely be able to use it. With the definer shade, I see myself only using it for the bottom of my brows, and I would have to clean up the top of my brows with either a concealer that's closer to my skin tone or the foundation I'm going to be using, so I wouldn't be able to use the definer shade on the top brow. I found that the texture of this product was very, very, very creamy. Definitely not what I'm used to. Like I said, I love using the Precisely My Brow, and the Precisely My Brow is more of a drier texture. With this, you need the lightest touch and you're getting full pigment. So, and I wasn't really able to differentiate between the lighter shade and the darker shade on my skin tone. I don't know. I don't feel like, I feel like the front and the side, and the ends are essentially the same color. I don't really see a distinct difference. Now, remember, I use this product on this eye, and I use the Precisely My Brow on this eye. I found that it was hard to get a sharp point on the corner. As you can see, it's not as sharp as the Precisely My Brow. So in terms of precision, the Precisely My Brow definitely wins right off the bat. But that's not to say that you can't get precision with this. Because you have the defining shade, you can kind of create a bit more of a point. Like, for example, if I was to go back in with the definer shade, I could make that point a bit better. So, you know, it does, let me just blend that out a little bit. So it does have its pros and cons. In terms of it being a one-stop shop, yes, to some extent. I still feel that you're gonna need to set your brow, because this is so creamy. It slips, it slides, it did not stay put. I had to go in with the 24-hour brow setter again. So throughout doing this face, I had to go back in and use this again, because I found that it just wasn't staying put. Like, I would be blending my eyeshadow, and then I would notice that I somehow smudged part of the eyebrow, and I'm like, what? So I had to go in and see if I could set it a bit more. All in all, I'm not sure the longevity until you do a wear test with this product. I'm not sure how long it will last. I'm not confident that it will last very long. If I was to touch it now, okay, well, it's pretty set now. I just messed that up. The other thing that I'll also say with this product is that you can't get fine, like, hair strokes with it. Applicator is just too creamy and too thick to achieve that. It's more targeted towards people who have good brow definition, a good amount of brows, but you need to fill them in. This is a great filling in type of product, kind of like a powder, kind of like a powder is good at filling in sparse areas. This is good at doing that, but it won't ever give you a fluffy looking brow. So if you really like that really blown out fluffy brow, this is not the product for you. You will not be able to achieve this with this. Basically what you can achieve with this is some definition, filling out and, you know, very, very glam looking brows. I wouldn't say you could get a natural brow with this. I wasn't able to achieve a natural brow with it at all. So, I don't know, it looks pretty intense to me. So once again, that is precisely my brow side, and this is the Contour Pro side. So yeah, those are my final thoughts, guys. I suggest you go to a benefit counter and try and get one of the benefit ladies to, you know, carve out your brow for you, to show you what it potentially could look like. But yeah, I wouldn't say that this product is for everyone. If you have, you know, more sparse brows, then yep, it will work really well filling in the gaps. But in terms of creating that fluffy, blown out brow, natural looking brow, you wouldn't be able to achieve it with this product. So yeah, that is my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff if you love this review, and look out for my next videos. I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.